is Jyl Bonaguro, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my artwork. I'm an artist of painting and sculpture tendencies, and I'm standing next to a sample of one of my paintings. It is of the portrait series entitled Stages. This particular series was my idea or inclination to focus really only on the face and the expressions and what it can tell you about a person. So I didn't focus as much on the human form as I do in a lot of my other work. And to talk a little bit about the technique, I use a very, very thin, almost translucent painting technique that in Italian is referred to as sfumato. And that is an attempt to render paint in such a way it's almost lineless, that you can't really see the transition from light to dark, from shade of color to shade of color. It's very much about layering paint over paint layer in order to achieve this translucent effect. And part of the reason that's easy to make happen is that I actually make my own paint. I learned quite a few years ago that oil paint taken from the tube is very, it's not eco-friendly to say the least. And then it also really causes a lot of headaches because of the sort of fumes it releases. So I found out that you could purchase pigments and adding linseed, and you have to actually mold the paint with a tool referred to as a muller. And you get this fantastic paint. In addition to that, you're able to define the individual characteristics of each color, because in commercial grade paints, any color seems to move in the same manner, but when you're actually molding it by hand, there's different effects that are caused by certain shades of blue and certain shades of red, etc. As a consequence, here's one of my pieces, and if you'll note, you'll see it's almost an imperceptible transition from shades and lights and tonalities of the face.